Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to have you here today. We will be exploring the fundamentals of networking with our presentation titled Network Essentials TCP/IP 3. My name is Aparna, and I am an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Swami Vivekananda Institute of Science and Technology. Over the course of this presentation, we'll cover key concepts related to TCP/IP protocols, their functions, and their importance in modern networks. So, let's get started and dive into the world of network essentials. Let's talk about how TCP/IP handles data packets on the network. When data is ready to be sent, IP then releases these packets onto the physical medium of the network, which could be anything from Ethernet cables to wireless signals. Now, a key part of this process involves the IP address, which is divided into two main parts: the network ID and the host ID. The network ID helps identify the destination network. If the destination device is on the same network, then the host ID is used to pinpoint the exact device. But what happens if the destination is on a different network? In that case, TCP/IP sends the packets to the default router, which acts as a gateway to other networks. This process ensures that data finds its way efficiently, whether it's within the same local network or across different networks. This is a fundamental concept that ties into understanding how networks communicate seamlessly. Now, let's talk about how routers determine where to send packets. Essentially, the router's job is to figure out which network the data needs to go to. It could be the actual destination network, or it might be another router that's closer to the final destination. This decision-making process is crucial because, unlike sending a letter through the mail, data packets often have to travel through multiple networks. In fact, they might pass through several routers along the way. Each time a packet moves from one router to the next, we call that a hop. So, understanding how routers direct traffic and how each hop gets the packet closer to its destination is fundamental to grasping how TCP/IP networks operate efficiently. It's all about making sure data finds the best route to reach its final destination accurately and quickly. Let's take a closer look at network essentials, focusing on TCP/IP, which is the foundational protocol suite for communication across networks today. TCP/IP stands for Transmission Control Protocol and Internet Protocol, and it's what enables different devices to connect and exchange information seamlessly. This suite is essential because it provides the rules and standards that make the internet and private networks work reliably. Moving on, TMH, or Tata McGraw-Hill, is our publisher for this chapter, ensuring we have trusted and comprehensive content. And here we are in Chapter 12, where we delve into the core concepts of networks, including protocols like TCP/IP, network architecture, and security. This slide is numbered 4, and as we progress, we'll see how these fundamental components fit into the larger picture of network design and management. Remember, understanding TCP/IP is crucial because it underpins almost everything we do online, from browsing websites to sending emails. So, as we go through this chapter, keep in mind how these essentials connect to the overall theme of building and maintaining robust, efficient networks that support our digital lives seamlessly. Now, once the data packet reaches the destination network, the next step is to identify the specific host within that network. That's where the host ID part of the destination IP address comes into play. It helps us locate the actual destination host among all the devices on that network. When the packet arrives at the destination host, the IP address on the packet is checked to make sure it matches the host's own IP address. If it does, the host then strips away the IP headers from the packet and passes the remaining data over to TCP, the Transmission Control Protocol. TCP then takes charge of verifying the integrity of the data. It checks the checksum in the TCP header, which is a way to confirm that the data hasn't been corrupted during transit. If the checksum matches, TCP considers the packet valid and processes it further. But if the checksum doesn't match, that indicates the data may have been damaged in transit. In that case, TCP discards the corrupted packet and politely asks the sender to resend the data. This process is crucial because it ensures the reliability of the communication, which is at the heart of the overall network functionality we're discussing. It's all about making sure data gets from point A to point B accurately and securely. Now, once all the packets have been validated and accepted, TCP steps in to reassemble them into the original message. It does this using the sequence numbers, which help ensure that the packets are put back in the correct order. After reassembling, TCP uses the port number to direct the data to the right application, whether it's FTP, Telnet, HTTP, or any other service. To manage networks more effectively, we organize them into a logical set of layers. Think of each layer as having specific responsibilities and providing certain services to the layer above it, while also relying on services from the layer below. This layered approach makes the network easier to manage and troubleshoot. And a key point here is that each layer on one device communicates with the corresponding layer on another device, following a set of rules called protocols. These protocols ensure that the communication is standardized and reliable. Finally, each layer talks to the layers directly above and below it through well-defined interfaces. This structured communication is what enables complex networks to operate smoothly and efficiently, supporting the overall functionality of the Internet and other networks we depend on. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. I truly appreciate your interest and engagement. Remember, the key points we've discussed highlight the importance of understanding the core concepts and how they connect to the bigger picture. It's all about applying these ideas effectively to make a positive impact. If you have any questions or want to delve deeper into any of the topics, please feel free to reach out. Thanks again for being such a great audience, and I look forward to connecting with you all soon.